It's national meets regional. It's Sidewalks Entertainment, the long-running celebrity, music, and art series. Join us for a new path to arts and entertainment.
Hello, James Bond. Why so sad?
I had to hurt a man today.
Wow.
I didn't want to because I like him, but he forced me to.
Look, in your line of work, people do get hurt.
Okay.
Then he tells me I'm with you now. We work together, we play together, for king and country.
Playing together sounds good. Very good. I still have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Oh, it's okay, I know who you are.
Well, you should because we've met.
Our guest today is an Israeli actress who is best known to American audiences for her role in the Showtime comedy Filthy Gorgeous. In 2008, she went on to star in the thriller The Ruins and made guest appearances on How I Met Your Mother and The Good Wife. I'd like to welcome Paly to Sidewalks.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, Bar.
Hi.
Hi, it's so great to have you with us today.
I'm very happy to be with you today.
Well, I know that you were originally born in Russia and raised in Tel Aviv. As a kid, did you watch a lot of American television or film?
Actually, we did. In Israel, most of our TV is American TV, and I think I picked up my English from watching TV. And they say nothing good comes out of watching TV. So yeah, most of our, shows and TVs definitely comes from America.
What types of shows did you watch? What was playing when you were a kid?
Seinfeld. I loved Seinfeld. I still
love Seinfeld.
See, it's just, it's it gets to us. And then I watched Three's Company and all those shows, all those old shows, and all those old movies like Marilyn Monroe movies, How to Marry a Millionaire, all this stuff. I'm in love with those films.
Nice. Great. Well, I know that you moved to the States in your early 20s, and I think you started as a model, if I'm not mistaken. Was coming to the United States, was being here everything that you thought it would be, when you dreamed about, okay, what's it going to be like here? Once you got here, did it meet your expectations?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know if I had really certain expectations because when I was modeling, I actually used to travel a lot everywhere. So I think I was kind of used to, new cultures, new people, new languages. So I definitely, though, fell in love with America. And Los Angeles is a beautiful city.
Well, how did you first get into acting?
I actually started off as an actress. I went to a performing arts high school in Israel. And then modeling kind of came along because as an actor, as a young actor, you don't really make money. And you have to have a second job. And I just was lucky enough that I was able to model and, not do something more hard.
What the hell are you doing?
Trying to see who you really are. A big music video director does not need these glasses that see in the dark.
I don't want you going through my stuff, okay? These are not toys.
Big director driving a Sierra with the Scooby-Doo seats.
And you just sit down right now and listen very carefully. You know where I've been all day? I've been at headquarters in Langley, Virginia. I haven't been truthful with you, and believe me, it hurts. You've got to understand my work. I'm in the CIA.
Well, you co-star with Mark Wahlberg, Dwayne Johnson, Tony Shalhoub, and Ed Harris in the dark comedy Pain and Gain, which is available now on DVD and Blu-ray. For those that haven't seen the film, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, first of all, how lucky am I? And yeah, this film, it's just a great film. It's a dark comedy, dark action comedy. It is a Michael Bay film. And it's a true story that happened in Miami in 1990s. And it's a story about three bodybuilders who come up with this big scheme to get rich fast, but things don't work out for them as well as they thought. And it's really funny just to see this train wreck.
So now, with this particular film, there was a pretty heavy hitters in terms of actors. It's a great cast. Did you have any idea of who these people were when you started working with them? And if you did, were you a little starstruck? I mean, Ed Harris is pretty amazing, and as is Tony Shalhoub. They're all great, but
I was more than starstruck. Actually, I did not have any scenes with Ed Harris, but we shared a ride to the set from base camp to set in a van. And then, you know, I was so excited to just even talk to him for 5 minutes. But then a year later, when we had our premiere party, I saw him walking and he was quite far away. And for some reason, I decided to run up to him with my arms open and be like, Ed! And he just looked at me like, who is this weird girl and why is she attacking me? But then, of course, he remembered and we talked about the film and all that. So yeah, I was more than starstruck, and I love all those people and I admire their works, and this movie has amazing star power.
So what types of roles interest you? When you get a script and you're kind of looking through them, do you try to find things that are as, you know, far from you as possible, or do you like period films? Do you like contemporary? Like what do you reach for?
Well, I definitely really enjoy doing comedy. That's why I'm so glad that my first big film kind of was Pain and Gain, and my character in it is very comedic and funny, I hope. But I definitely enjoy doing comedies, and I think that's in a way what maybe people don't expect from me. So I kind of would like to take that route.
Right. Well, when you go home, do people recognize you on the street?
Here and there, you know, here and there I get that, hey, you're that girl from that movie.
How about in the States when you're walking around? I mean, are you starting to feel the fame thing, I think, is what I'm curious about.
I mean, yes, you definitely feel it, because suddenly people do recognize you, and suddenly, you know, here I am talking to you and all this stuff that I didn't used to do.
It's such a strange feeling, isn't it?
It's a little overwhelming though too, in a way. But it's very exciting, and I'm so grateful, you know, to be part of this film.
Well, your parents must be so proud of you. Did they envision you, that you would always become an actress or work in, you know, entertainment? Was it something that you kind of, your parents always suspected you would do, or did they want you to be a dentist or some crazy thing like that?
Well, actually, my mom, I just spoke with her recently about this, and she said that when we were in kindergarten, all the kids and people would ask him, what do you want to be when you grow up? And everybody would say, you know, fireman, a policeman, a teacher. I would say, I want to be an actress. And I did the hair thing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are.
Yeah, so I think they knew. I think once I was 5 years old, they went, oy vey, because they're Jewish.
Bar, it was such a pleasure to meet you today. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining us today on Sidewalks.
Thank you.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.